has 2023 gone? Was it kind to you? Did you do all the things that you wanted to do Bond-wise? Vicky here, and welcome to the Bond Room Unlocked. And this is our annual episode where we dust ourselves off and make new Bond resolutions for the year ahead. But let's start with a little bit of merchandise. The piece of merchandise I want to share with you today is very fitting for our video, and it is the new James Bond 2024 16-month calendar. And it sports a very fetching picture of Sean Connery on the front there from Goldfinger, and pretty much this calendar is all about Goldfinger. If we just turn it over, we'll see here, if we take a closer look, that every other month is Goldfinger, and that's got to be because of the 60-year anniversary. In between that, you've got the various other Bond actors, particularly of note Roger Moore in The Man with the Golden Gun, which also has an anniversary this year. The other thing to note about this calendar is it's not covered in the shrink plastic that the calendars normally come in, and it says here this calendar is plastic free. Now the only thing I would say about this, and I've seen this in the shops, is that they can get damaged easily because they haven't got anything to protect it, and I've seen numerous calendars of this where the corners have been bashed, but on this one everything is absolutely in pristine condition. And again, it's a great calendar to add to all the others that I have in the Bond room. One of the 3 resolutions I want to make for myself this year is to get the Bond room unlocked in order. I am surrounded by brand new items that need to be catalogued and put away in their special place. And then of course I want to, move things around to make room for new items.
Hello. So what would be my resolution for 2024? Well, with this guy having now officially left, I would say that by the end of 2024, I'd like to see the next James Bond on the big screen. Some may say fanciful, some may say wishful thinking, but if you wish upon a star, you never know what you're going to get.
Isn't that a box of chocolates? Well, Pietro might be being slightly ambitious here, considering we do not know who is stepping into James Bond's shoes. But I will say this: Barbara Broccoli and Michael Wilson need to announce something this year. And then maybe we're probably looking at a couple of years, maybe 2026 for a film release, which would be 5 years. Yes, 5 years since No Time to Die.
You won't be able to stop him. So why don't you help me out, brother?
I had a brother. His name was Felix Leiter.
Happy New Year, James Bond fans. What are the 2 things I would like to say to do with James Bond in 2024? Well, an announcement of some kind on a new film and a new actor and director would be nice, and I'm sure we're all agreed on that one. The other thing I'd like to see is, well, actually a bit less of the Bond films on television. They seem to be on quite frequently if you watch ITV, and sometimes familiarity can be a bit too much. Maybe what we all need is a break to make us feel less cynical and more hungry again. Those are my thoughts anyway. See you soon. Bye.
What I find interesting about Peter's second resolution here is the fact of seeing less Bond films. Now, they have been on ITV 2 or 4 or whatever it is in abundance over the last year, and of course with Amazon taking over MGM, Amazon have had the rights to the film, so they've had those showing on Amazon Prime. But I see what Peter's saying, that maybe less is more. Personally, for me, I want to see as many as possible again this year. I didn't watch any of them last year. I just want to re-watch them. I like to have a bit of a break. And I'm also looking forward to seeing my personal favourite Bond film, Goldfinger, on the big screen for the first time at the Prince Charles Cinema in London in February.
been asked by Vicky to do my Bond New Year resolutions. I have a couple, I think. My first one is to do more drawings. I haven't done any drawing in a little while, so I'd like to achieve a few more, especially I've never done Timothy Dalton yet, and there's a few others I'd like to do, so I'm going to do that this year. And my second one is to finally beat Chris Oaten at the quiz. Yeah, that's my second one.
David is a fantastic artist and has recently presented iconic director John Glenn with a piece of personalised artwork. I'll be featuring David on an up-and-coming episode later on in the year on this channel, where we'll get a chance to deep dive into the world of David Flash Hinett. But regarding the quiz that David has spoken about, each month the Bond Room Unlocked Facebook group undergo on a very different quiz called Mission Pot Luck. You have to have your wits about you because you never know what you are going to be asked. It could be about a character or a location or a film or a Bond girl or a weapon or even something more obscure to get the old grey matter working. Get yourselves over to the Facebook group, The Bond Room Unlocked, sign up, and you never know, you may win a prize because prizes are available. Now, one of my other resolutions for this year is to get this channel recognised more, and the best way to do that is to put out more content. Now, during 2023 it was a busy year for me. I didn't put out as much content as I wanted to, but I am going to rectify this in 2024, and I am really going to look at the films, the merchandise, get the odd guest, and whatever else Q plans on throwing at me. The Bond Room Unlocked will be on the map.
Be careful, will you?
That's it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, then please give it an MI6 stamp of approval and click on the notifications below. And why not subscribe to the channel? Press that red button now. You can also find me on Instagram and on Facebook, as I mentioned earlier. Sign up for that quiz. Get onto the Facebook group. I would like to thank my guests today, Pietro Rossi, Peter Sharples and David Flash Hinett, for giving us an insight into their Bond resolutions for 2024. Thanks for joining me here at the Bond Room Unlocked. Until next time.